Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Guahe here, and welcome to our first FIFA 22 video. And today, we are going to be going over the mistakes that I've made over the last foot qualifiers and foot finals this past week. And I want to go over some of the nitty-gritty details of the mistakes that I have made that I don't want you to commit. And first and foremost, one of the first things that I want to address, and I think is really important for everyone to know, is number one, be patient with the ball. Don't rush. Don't try to force the ball in. Don't try to take unnecessary shots. The more shots you take in the game, the more it's going to show on the scoreboard. Whether it's directly at the keeper or it goes out, your expected goals is going to increase. Be clinical on your shots. You want to take your time. Doesn't matter if you make 20, 30 passes. This game is not as fast. It's not as arcade as FIFA 21, FIFA 20, previous FIFA titles. Right here in this clip below, you see me moving the ball around, trying to find the space. Eventually, the defender takes the bite. I score a goal in from Zakaria, and it's 2-2 right here into the game. I think it's really important for everyone to understand that you don't have to force the ball every single chance you get. Just take your time, find the space, and you will eventually score. Now, I know that I'm still a victim of my own mistake here. I still create the mistakes of forcing the ball and taking one too many shots. It's just one of those things where you get frustrated when you start seeing 20 goals for you, or 20 shots in your favor, 5 shots for them. They've scored 3 of those 5 shots. Why? Because they had to counterattack, they were clinical, they had the space, and they scored. You, however, shot wherever you could, whether it was 25 yards outside the box, trying to do a finesse shot. You missed a touch, shot went wide, overpowered the shot at the keeper. You just want to be direct. I think it's the most important thing. I'm still learning it, and I think it's important for you to learn as well. And clip number 2 right here is to not force and pull your defender in a counterattack. This is one of those moments right here where I lost possession of the ball. Right here, if we pause it right at the moment, I pull in Zakaria. That's one issue right there. I understand that I have Renato Sanchez dropping back, but one of the issues that I run into right here is that I continue to hold on to Renato Sanchez. He's moving to the left, shifting to the right. The biggest issue is that I'd already pulled my center back too far in, and eventually I leave all this white space to Lukaku. We can go back just a few seconds right here, and once again, this is where I become dispossessed from the ball. Opponent has the ball. I pull Zakaria in. Renato Sanchez is there, but I pull him in slightly, leaving a nice chip for Lukaku. The opponent scores. It's a banger. I can't be mad at him. I can only be mad at myself. I think it's important for everyone to know, and it's important for whether it's a casual gamer or someone who really wants to improve and become an elite player and perform at a top level, to understand to not always pull in your defender. Let the AI take control of your defense. Let the AI do its thing. Pull when it's the right timing, but the moment you grab your player, you've already maybe taken about half a second of your player's AI to manual control, and suddenly, you take control of the defender, stops for a quick second, you move him forward, that forward's already been running. And look at this clip below, hit the post twice. I mean, it's one of those situations where, right there, different subject, that's unfortunate, but again, right here again, I pull my defender forward, but then I try to track back. I try right there with Zakaria to stay back, not move forward, and that helped me right there. It's important to always try to use the right timing of when to track back with your center back, when to use the AI and let them take control of your center backs, and just don't overcommit. Don't do it. It's an easy mistake that makes you vulnerable. If you're playing with a back line of 3, or whether it's 4 in the back, you have a left back pushing forward, right back pushing forward, you become exposed. It takes one counterattack, one overcommitment, and it's over. Whether it's a 2v1, 3v2 situation, it can get pretty messy. And sometimes you might want to take a foul right there like I just did in that clip. Go for the slide tackle. Tactical foul. Alrighty. And I don't have as many tips or advice that I can give that I would like to go down to the nitty-gritty details. I think those are one of the 2 most important things in regards to gameplay, in my opinion, personally. Obviously, again, FIFA has changed. FIFA is not the same as it was It's slower, it's become more realistic, it's a lot more possession based, and that's okay. You know, we have to learn to adapt to a different game each year. That's how it's always going to be. I think the biggest tip that I can give to you outside of the virtual pitch is it's important to not stress out. I can fall victim to raging and slamming my controller, slamming my fist on the desk, and quite frankly, it doesn't do anything for you. The moment you get pissed, you just lose it. You're just mentally and psychologically out of the game. Soon as you get upset, soon as something doesn't go your way, if you're losing possession of the ball, if the opponent's all over you and you're trying to get out, and again, the game is a little more manual based, much slower, and your passes are being misplaced, trying to get out of your own half, send the ball out. If you got 3 pauses, take 1, take 2 of those pauses. You got about 40 seconds, 80 seconds in total to take a breather, reassess, look at your tactics, think about what you need to do, and again, most importantly, breathe. There's no need to get pissed. There's no need to get stressed. At the end of the day, it's FIFA. Things are going to go your way. Things are not going to go your way. But you just can't let the game get to you. Another tip that I'm going to give. If you lose the game after a good streak, it's going to get to your head. I'm criminal number 1 for this. I'm so stubborn. As soon as I lose a game, I want to win the next game. I have to win the next game. And then if I get scored on, I get once again pissed because I just can't seem to score. And then I get scored on. As soon as you lose that game, take a break. 15 minutes, whatever it is, go get a drink, get up, walk around. Again, you just want to be as focused as you can for the next 20 minutes. It gets competitive, it gets intense, and whether you're struggling or you're dominating, as soon as you get hit with that goal, as soon as you take the first loss, it throws you off for a loop, man. And I guess the thing that I can advise right there is take a break. It's the most important thing. And finally, I think the most important thing for FUT Finals is, obviously it's 20 games. This isn't 30 games. It's not 40 games as it used to be. Let me tell you, 40 games was a lot. 30 games, still a lot. 20 games, you now have a weekend. You have now more time to space out your games. Each game is about 20 minutes. Can be a little more with extra time. Space it out. Play 3 games. That's 1 hour, maybe a little over an hour. Take a break from there. The more games you play, between the first game to the 5th game you play, you're not playing at that same level. We are not like the pros, where this is their living, this is their 9 to 5, this is their day to day, this is all they do. We have jobs, we have a life, we have school. I'm not saying that pros don't have a life, but you know what I mean. We have jobs, we have other responsibilities that we have to do outside of FIFA, outside of content creating, outside of streaming, that, after a few games, we have other stuff to do. You lose focus on it. You realize, oh shoot, I have something to do at 2 o'clock. It's 1:35. Maybe I can crack this game. You've already pressured yourself into thinking, okay, I have to get this game done ASAP. Maybe I can make them rage quit. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. And then you lose, and you can ruin your record, and it gets to you. Space out the games. Don't overcommit. Don't ever play your games. Play a few. Last weekend, I tried banging out all 20 games between Friday and Saturday. I played 8 games on Friday, and I played 12 on Saturday. I got rank 3. I played like crap. I'm a gold 1 and was occasionally, once every now and then, an elite player. And, to just pretty much get 8 wins out of 20, it sucked. It really did suck. But that's okay. I'm learning once more. This game is different. Gotta learn to space them. Play 3 games or 4 games if you feel good. Take a break, whether it's an hour or 2. Catch up on an episode. I don't know. Watch TV. Whatever your hobbies are. Go out for a breather. Go to the gym. Go out. Have some fun. And you can come back and play more games. Again, remember, it's 20 games. You space it out. You play up to 10 games. That's about 3-4 hours, if that, with warm-ups, of course, on division rivals or whatever you want to do. You've only spent a couple hours. That's awesome. Then you got a couple more hours the next day to finish them off. You have Friday, Saturday, Sunday to get 20 games done. It's doable. All right, guys? Just take it easy. Breathe. And with that, I hope you liked the video. Please hit the like and subscribe. Go over the video. Go over the ideas right there. The advice that I can give you. Hopefully it resonates with you. And I really hope that you guys can improve your gameplay throughout the FIFA 22 cycle. We're only just a couple weeks in. We got a long way to go towards the next title. And that's it. I'm your boy Guaje. Appreciate the love. Peace.